Welcome back to Live in Tallahassee Outside here now, and we have a special guest, and we're thrilled to have with us Paul Phipps, the Chief Marketing Officer of Visit Florida. And Paul, it's great to have you here. Visit Florida, the group that really promotes tourism all over the country and the world for people to come to Florida.
Absolutely. We interact with a lot of the state agencies as we address tourism, and Tallahassee's home for us.
We have asked Paul to join us today because there is a movement going on around our state, Paul, and everybody is thrilled about this equine tourism. Tourism involving horses and everything about the horse industry. And a lot of it is here in Tallahassee as well with our Red Hills Horse Trials. It's a huge horse event. It brings in lots of tourists, and people all over the state now are seeing that horses are popular.
As you said, Red Hills here, outside of Florida State and during session, it's probably as big an impact as anything we do in Tallahassee.
I've known you for a long time. You don't ride horses yourself, though.
I owned horses for 10 years.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So
American Morgans, and I had 2 daughters, and we showed all over the country.
I did not know that.
Yes.
So this has some personal enjoyment for you, too.
Oh, it does. I'll tell you, it's a great family-centric activity. The equestrian business, the people involved in it are really high-quality people, a lot of fun to be around, but it just is good entertainment. So like with Ocala, with the horse park, where they're trying to develop that, we would really love to see one day the World Equestrian events there. We'd like to see the Rolex there. We think that type of activity is good for Florida, and it's good business for tourism.
And Paul mentioned it, and you're looking at it on your screen now. These are some beautiful aerial shots of the brand new horse park in Ocala.
When you think of Kentucky and horses in Kentucky, they move them south. We have a bunch of horses from Kentucky that are now being housed in Ocala. They come for the winter. And so that is a growing industry there. And we're excited about it for Ocala because as we look at it, we have a lot of opportunity there. And we think that equestrian could be the real key to the tourism lift for Ocala area.
All right, there's so much to this. We have put together a story about equestrian tourism. Live in Tallahassee cameras have been all over the state. Let's take a look and see what's happening.
Welcome once again to the 2015 Red Hills International Horse Trials.
The Red Hills Horse Trials in Tallahassee has now come and gone. But with a new cross-country course, it just keeps getting bigger and better every year. But Tallahassee isn't the only place in Florida you can enjoy horses. From Amelia Island and St. Augustine in the northeast corner of the Sunshine State, Pensacola in the western panhandle, Florida's Nature Coast in Levy County, St. Lucie County, to the Westgate River Ranch, where you can put city cares behind you and become a cowboy or cowgirl for a weekend break or longer. You can find family fun around horses or romantic getaways on four-legged friends anywhere around the state.
A lot of tourists that come for our beautiful beaches and golf and tennis and boating, but I think one thing that people forget is how many tourists come here because of the equestrian industry.
Hi, I'm Spencer Lampert.
And I am Diane Garnick, and we are here from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Where it is probably 10 degrees and snowing right now, so we are so excited to be down here in Florida.
We have chiseled our way out, and we are here from New England, ready to enjoy the wonderful weather that Florida always seems to offer.
We have over 9,000 horses that will ship into South Florida alone for the winter months here, but for them it's like summer.
Central Florida calls itself the horse capital of the world. With 1,000 stables in a 50-mile radius and nearly 50 breeds found in the area, this is truly horse country.
This is horse country America, and the people love horses. They love the industry. They make it very welcome to come down here. I enjoy it. I look forward to it every year.
As we look at 100 million people and beyond, it's important to look at segmentations and where you can really get the highest yield. People that will come, stay longer, spend more. And equine industry is that. They really do spend well.
We think it's a great place for the horses and their owners to come and graze. There are wonderful shops, great restaurants. There's lots to do for us during the day and the great evenings here in Florida.
And the newest gem in the area is the Ocala Horse Park.
500 beautiful acres right off of I-75 that the legislature has been gracefully, and we're incredibly grateful for the funding that they have given us to begin to make it a world-class facility.
And we're going to go after World Equestrian Games that could be there. I think events like that really show off Florida, and it's important to Floridians. It's, you know, from an attendance standpoint, but it also just brings good industry to the state.
There was just an article in the paper the other day about how the horse industry brings in $2.6 billion to Marion County alone. And hits is a big chunk of it, but there's eventing, there's dressage, there's western, there's a lot of reining, Pasafinos, everything, and the racehorses, obviously the racehorses. So it brings a huge amount of money in.
Visit Florida is working with partners around the state to promote Florida's horse country. On visitflorida.com, you can discover Florida, the diverse offerings with a click of a button.
Well, they can come on our site, visitflorida.com. We have a, you know, there's a, as we call it, a tile on our site that talks about equestrian and equine, and you can click on that, and it has a lot of information about it. But you'll find they have a lot of activities on a year-round basis, and that's really the advantage that Florida has, is that you can participate with this activity year-round, and that's unusual. Certainly you're not going to do that in Kentucky right now.
Every winter, starting, and now it gets earlier and earlier, like in November. It used to start in January, and then it was December, now it's November. Now everybody stays until April. They used to leave in the end of February, March, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year.
I have family down here, friends down here. We come down here. I have 3 horses down here currently. Many aspects of horse country, as you call it.
Visitors find activities anywhere in the state, mixing beaches with sunset rides, and if Bradenton is on your trip agenda, even horse surfing.
Whether it's going down to Wellington or whether it's the World Pentathlons in Bradenton, whether the activities in Ocala at the horse park, it's a really thriving, good industry for us and good growth opportunity.
If watching professionals in action is more your style, the International Polo Club has established itself as the premier high goal facility in the world, home to the most revered and prestigious American polo tournaments and elite players from around the globe. For 16 weeks, players, ponies, and enthusiasts descend upon this magnificent area of Palm Beach and delight in the spectacle of polo. Home to chukkers and champagne starting in early January and continuing through the spring.
Well, we've been coming to Florida since I was probably 3-4 years old. In the beginning, we just used to come for a few weeks, and now we stay December all the way through the middle of April. It's just, for us, the weather is inclement to be up north, so it's just, this is really like the best place to be, and the horse show being right around the corner is just so convenient, so it's really great.
Palm Beach County isn't the only place in Florida to find this fast action game. With the water as a backdrop and sand under the hooves, Miami hosts beach polo to thrill residents and visitors.
And I would personally like to thank the governor and the Florida cabinet, particularly Adam Putnam, and the Florida legislature for recognizing the importance of equitourism.
From racing to raising to riding, there is an equine adventure for everybody in the Sunshine State. So let's get out and start exploring Florida's horse country. And Tallahassee is right in the lead. All right, and there you have it. There's some information on equitourism here in Florida. Now joining us is Carol Dover. Now, Carol has many titles and many things. She is the president of the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association, which represents all of the hotels and restaurants across the entire state. So she knows a lot about tourism, but I could probably also say you're a horse expert. Is that right?
No, not an expert, but I do love my horses. It's a great passion.
And I can't believe, talking about passion, how much stuff is going on in this state regarding the horse industry. How big is this?
You know, it's great that you asked that question, Joel, because I think one of the things we forget in Florida is that our tourism is made up of so many things, and the equestrian world is a huge part of our tourism here. It's over a $3 billion economic impact in goods and services. It's over a $5.1 billion total economic impact. There's over 500,000 horses that live in Florida, and that doesn't even begin to talk about the horses that ship in, because our weather is so fantastic here, and horses ship in from all over the world to stay here during the warm months. A huge industry. Over 9,000 horses ship into South Florida alone.
So it's 500,000 horses and way more people. So either way, if you are involved in the horse industry or if you are just a tourist and want to see horses. There's stuff to do for everybody. Is that right?
Absolutely right. You know, Red Hills Horse Trials, which of course is here in Tallahassee, it draws over 20,000 spectators. So people forget this truly is a spectator sport. You don't have to ride to enjoy horses. You can come out and watch them, you know, here at Red Hills and Ocala. We start with hits. We have the Florida Horse Park up and running in Ocala, which is beautiful 500-acre facility. We just built a brand new 80,000 square foot covered arena. We have every discipline imaginable there, from trail riding to professional Olympian sports. Then you get down into South Florida, polo and the jumpers, and Jacksonville has a fantastic facility, Pensacola does, Orlando. It's just an amazing industry that sometimes we forget to talk about in Florida as it relates to tourism.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, I've been looking at it now for a little while and experiencing it, and it is just, I mean, there's so much passion behind the people, and everybody loves this industry.
You know, it's something that we've tried to educate the legislature and the governor and the cabinet about. You know, if you were to literally pull out of Florida every horse, person, rider, trainer, the feed stores, the gas that they buy when they travel in, like I said, $3 billion in goods and services. That's how much money people are spending when they come here. It's not just bringing your horse in and renting a hotel room and eating in our restaurants. They buy gas and fuel and veterinary services and feed and hay. I mean, it's just amazing how much money is brought into Florida via the horse industry. Some people don't realize that with every horse, the statistics say that an average of 3 to 4 people come in with each horse. So if you think about, you know, 9,000 horses shipping into South Florida, that's over 35,000 people that are renting our hotel rooms and eating in restaurants and buying gas. It's a big industry.
That's unbelievable. So if we need to find out, if people want to find out where they can go to see horses, experience this stuff, where do you go?
Well, the first would be to visit Florida's site. So that's www.visitflorida.com. There's, of course, the Florida Horse Park in Ocala. They have a site as well. But I think going to the Visit Florida site would be the best place to start.
That's it. Get out there and enjoy some equitourism. Carol Dover joining us in this beautiful tack room on the farm. It was a great interview. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Joel.
And thank you. And Live in Tallahassee back right after this.